My husband Alan and I decided it was time to change up not only our church but also our religion. We were just unhappy with what was happening in our current religion and Googled liberal church in White Bear Lake. And up came White Bear Unitarian Universalist Church. We've been here ever since, and that's about 5 years now.
Purely by happenstance, I came for a wedding and walked in and looked around and thought, this feels like home. So it was a complete coincidence.
I followed my wife.
Judy, how did you become a
Well, we'd already been Unitarians. So we tried out the 3 churches that were within reasonable distance, the Minneapolis, the St. Paul, and the White Bear. And White Bear at the time had about 30 people, and they desperately needed us. And the other big churches didn't. So that's why we became White Bear Unitarians.
Well, when we moved to Minnesota in 2011, we were already UUs. We came from a little community in southeastern Wisconsin that was a church of only about 50 attendees usually. And so one of the first things I did when we started doing moving prep was when we figured out where we were going to live, I drew concentric circles around it and located all the UU churches. And we started the process of trying them out. And this was the second one we got to, and we just stayed. So it really was the perfect fit for us.
Well, I discovered it by talking to Annie Vale, who's a wonderful parishioner here. And I lived next door to her elderly parents and met with Annie regularly. And we were talking about faith one day. And she told me about White Bear Unitarian. And she was so on fire about it, I thought, I must go over there and check it out. And so I did, and I've been coming for 4 years every single week since. And I really thank Annie for that.
I think what really attracted me to the church here and keeps me coming back and passionate about it is all the community action involvement and teachings. And I think that's really important, and we try and do that in our personal life. So it's nice to bring that in from the church. And especially with our son now, Leon, it's nice to have him kind of involved in that and kind of getting that community feeling from the very beginning, from a younger age.
And my parents found the UU Church when I was about 7 years old, so I've been a Unitarian Universalist ever since.
Hey, I'm 7.
Yeah, just like you, you're 7.
And Mark, what's your Unitarian story?
Mine, it pretty much is meeting Amy. I mean, I've never heard of the church before then, so.
Actually, Jess had met some friends back in State College when she was going to Penn State. And we were married at the time and still are, which is great. But she had gone along to a church with them, a Unitarian Universalist fellowship, and came back and said this was really great. And I said, oh yeah, sure, sounds fantastic. And then she went again and then again, and then I thought, well, I probably should go along and try it out, and it was really great.
Well, Susan had come and asked me, do you want to go to church today? And I had no idea what she was talking about. And so she explained a little bit about what she was thinking, and before I knew it, we were here.
I was church hopping, my friends are really nice and listen to me now and again, and one of my friends told me just to stop talking and to just get over to hear Victoria. So I did, and yeah, I was off and on for a little bit, and then I just signed the book.
This congregation has just been so warm and friendly. We laugh a lot on staff together. It's such a great environment to be working in. Everybody here is so passionate about Unitarian Universalism, and there's just something here about the way that the congregation is held.
Well, the absence of icons, for one thing, the big beautiful windows and the outlook on nature, for another. We're talking about the physical attributes now. And then the more we learned about the underlying philosophy of the church, the better it got. I totally love the 7 principles, and that's what hooked me.
I leave here inspired every Sunday, and I really do feel mindful of trying to be a better person because I come here.
It just has a special feeling. when you come in here on a Sunday morning, and when you hear those opening words, come into this place, I mean, you know that you are in a special place.
I liked the opening words, like, they have some real meanings. Like, I said some at our friend Kathy's, and like I said the whole thing, and my dads were surprised.
Impressed that you knew it all.
You were able to memorize.
Yeah.
That's because I went here for 2 years.
There you go, that's great.
Can you do them for me now?
Love is the spirit of this church, and service is its law. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek in truth and love, and to help one another.